everybody, Ellie here for WhoCulture and welcome to another week, which means another weekly roundup, little tidbits in the world of Doctor Who. As usual, there will be timestamps in this video so you can jump about to the relevant things that you're interested in hearing about. So let's begin. Of course, it's another week, which means it's another Strictly Watch, Strictly Watch, Strictly Watch, doo-doo. As you all know by now, it was week 9 of Strictly Come Dancing where Alex Kingston, aka Riversong, the best character, is a contestant. This week was Blackpool week where they go to the famous dance hall in Blackpool under the Blackpool Tower, and that's where they were competing this week. Luckily, well, I say luckily, not lucky for the contestant who had to withdraw, but one of the contestants had to withdraw from the competition at the last minute due to an injury, which meant nobody was eliminated this week. Everybody was safe from elimination. I'm kind of grateful for this, only because we're now getting to a point where everyone is dancing so well that despite the fact that Alex Kingston got 35 points out of 40, which is a very, very good score, she actually came second to last on the leaderboard because other people got even higher scores. Everyone was just doing so well. They did their couple's choice this week. The opening VT was very emotional. She spoke about her journey with cancer last year and how doing Strictly and part of this dance was about embracing life and just going for it. The dance itself was very glitz and glamour, very Alex Kingston, very, very good. I did feel that there was maybe like a lack of energy, just a little bit, and then it was revealed on Instagram by her daughter after the dance that she was actually dancing with a dislocated rib. Knowing that, she should have got top marks, because let me tell you, if I'd stubbed my toe, I wouldn't have been dancing, let alone with a dislocated rib. Are you kidding me? Anyway, as I say, everyone was safe from elimination this week, so we're going into next week. She's dancing the cha-cha next week, so that will be very exciting. And I just hope she makes it to the final. She really, really deserves it. So, of course, yesterday, the 23rd of November, was Doctor Who Day. Happy Doctor Who Day for yesterday, everybody. Woohoo! So we were kind of waiting around all day for bits of news to drop, relevant things to happen. If I'm being honest, not as much happened as I thought was going to. Was kind of a bit disappointed, was waiting for some big, maybe trailer for The War Between the Land and the Sea to drop. There was a clip released, but it was a clip that we'd already seen. So I don't really know why it then got posted like, woohoo, look, trailer, because I'd already seen that clip, and I don't think it was leaked, so I'm not quite sure what was going on there. But in general, there wasn't much going on, but by far the best thing that did get announced yesterday, something that I personally so excited about, was we now have a release date for the Series 10 soundtrack. Hallelujah! I honestly, okay, so it will be released on the 12th of December. You get it? It's for the 12th Doctor's final series and it's being released on the 12th of the 12th. Very clever. Well done. I appreciate it. Doesn't mean we've got to wait another 2-3 weeks till we have it. Yes. Does that make me sad? Yes. Was I hoping it would be released on the 23rd of November? Yes. But I appreciate what you've done there, so I'll let it slide. Not only did they announce that this was going to be the date it would release, they also released one track from the upcoming soundtrack on YouTube, and it was called Glimpse of Freedom. I did blind react to it. You can find that over on my social media on Instagram. Spoiler alert, I cried. Murray Gold's music, as you well know, just does something to me. I struggle to put it into words, but it just makes me feel so many things. It's actually just, it's beautiful. It really, really is. And listening to that one track just has got me so excited for the rest of the album to release, because there was some truly beautiful music in Series 10. And when I was writing the ranking for all of Stephen Moffat's episodes, I actually had to go back and rewatch quite a few episodes from Series 10, because that's a series that's a little bit more fuzzy in my memory. And I really enjoyed rewatching those episodes and listening to that music and then getting quite disappointed and feeling quite sad because that music wasn't available. And now it's coming. I cannot wait. 12th of the 12th, you best believe I will be playing it non-stop, probably from then until the new year, on repeat. And what I will do is, once I've listened to all of the tracks, I'll make a list of maybe my top 10 tracks on the album. And there's a lot of tracks on the album, so that's going to be quite difficult. But I will make a list of my top 10 tracks for you all once the album has been released. How does that sound? The other thing that was released yesterday on Doctor Who Day was a video of deleted scenes, the Season 2 full deleted scenes First of all, if, like me, you rushed to watch that video because you all wanted to see the deleted cut scene from the end of the reality war, the ending we never got to see, I assume you were all as disappointed as I was when it wasn't included in that video. So actually, it wasn't all the deleted scenes, it wasn't the full deleted scenes from season 2, was it? Because we know that scene exists. The actors themselves have spoken about this scene that was filmed, this fight, this ending that was supposed to be there. So yeah, a little bit disappointing that that wasn't included. If they don't release that at some point, what are they doing? And yesterday would have been a really good day to have done that. Maybe you could have redeemed yourself slightly. So that was slightly disappointing. But there were some other deleted scenes included. 2 of them we have already spoken about. They were already released a couple of weeks ago. Then we have a few others included in this video. I'm not going to talk about all of them. Some of them are literally not worth talking about. There was literally one clip that was just Belinda walking out of the hospital, and then it's just the camera panned up to the exterior of the hospital. I don't really know why that was included in this video. I see why that was cut from the episode, but it wasn't really necessary in this deleted scenes video. Like, nothing of note happened at all. I would say of the ones that were included in the video, the ones that stood out to me the most were the scene from The Story and the Engine. I liked that we had a scene that showed a story being told that wasn't accepted, because that's something that we didn't really see in the episode. We saw the stories being demanded, but we actually didn't see an instance where the story was told and that wasn't acceptable. So I actually really enjoyed that scene. That was quite good, and that would have added maybe a little bit more to the episode. You can see why it was cut, just for timing and things. It wasn't necessarily so relevant. We did get another glimpse of that really good window that had the cartoons. Is cartoons the right word? Animations, the drawing. You get what I'm saying, of the stories as they were being told. So we did get another glimpse of that, which was very good. So I enjoyed that scene. The other scene that sticks in my mind was from Wish World. And again, it was another scene that it was just a more still moment between the Doctor and Belinda, where the Doctor seems very kind of deflated and talking about life being very difficult, telling Belinda that he'd had a lot of doubts that day, and obviously we know in the Wish world, doubts were a bad thing. And Belinda trying to convince him that he's absolutely fine, and almost trying to convince herself that there's nothing wrong either. And I thought that was a nice touching moment between them two. Again, another moment that I feel like would have benefited these episodes more if they had been left in, to just have some quieter moments in amongst all of the action. So of all the scenes that were included in those deleted scenes, they are the 2 that stick in my mind. But yes, if you haven't watched it, go check out that video. It's on the official Doctor Who YouTube channel. But the thing I think you're all here to hear about is something that I cannot tell you how many DMs I have received about in the last couple of days. But I just want to clear this up right here, right now. Now, you know, there is a tiny, tiny, tiny chance that I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. That leaked image of Billie Piper and Paul McGann on the set of the Christmas special is absolutely not real. Obviously, I'm sure lots of you have seen it. It does look, to the naked eye, very realistic compared to other images we've seen. And I can see why you would look at that and go, oh, that's just an image of the 2 on set and they're clearly in the special. And do you know what? Originally we weren't going to even talk about it because, you know, I don't want to talk about AI, the whole notion of AI replacing art, blah, blah, blah. That's a discussion for another day. I didn't want to talk about the fact that AI has managed to fool so many people, but as I say, we have received so many messages about it, so many people have been asking us about it, that I did actually feel like maybe it would be a good thing to maybe debunk it and maybe warn people about it as well. So let's have a look at reasons why it's not real. First and foremost, they haven't actually started filming the 2026 Christmas special yet. I'm not even entirely sure that they've finished writing it yet at this point. So that's one point to consider. Why would there be leaked images of them on set when it's not actually filming yet? That's one thing. Also, if what I've heard through the grapevine is true, as we've already spoken about, Paul McGann isn't in the Christmas special. I know we heard all those things and it's maybe, there's a slight possibility, but we don't know that Paul McGann is in it. And if he was in it, do you think they would be as careless as to let someone take that obvious a photo of the 2 of the main characters on set and then let them post it? things aren't adding up here. It's a very obvious photo as well. It's not like someone's hiding behind something, like it's very clearly someone's taking a picture right there. Also, there are multiple angles of this image released, as if someone is actually laying on the floor taking photos. It's very, very rare that you get a leaked photo and then you get another 3 photos of that same photo from a different angle. But then there are a few telltale signs in the image itself as well, so let's have a look at those. First of all, the outfit that Billie Piper is wearing is not accurate to the outfit that Ncuti Gatwa was wearing when he regenerated. Granted, yes, a costume change might have taken place, but if that were the case, surely the costume change would be a significant change rather than a very slight variation that's obvious enough to not be the exact outfit, but not obvious, not a big enough change to go, this is Billie Piper's doctor's outfit. It's a version of what Ncuti Gatwa was wearing, but not the same. So that makes no sense. If you're going to be wearing the same outfit, it would be the same outfit. It would maybe not fit quite right. The skirt part was much longer on Ncuti Gatwa. It's like it's been designed to look all fitting and on Billie Piper when that wouldn't be the case. Then there's Paul McGann's face. It just looks a bit off, and if you zoom in and look at it really closely, I mean, his nose isn't quite right. It actually doesn't look like him when you look at it closely. And also, sorry, Paul McGann, but he actually looks a bit too young in this image. Then there's the man that's behind Billie Piper who's wearing a face mask. If you look closely, the string from that mask goes through his ear. Now, we all had to wear masks for quite some time, but I don't remember them ever going through my ear. Also, masks in 2025, I know people are still wearing masks in certain environments and certain situations, but for the most part, an entire production wearing masks like it's mandatory, I doubt it very much. Again, it's tiny possibility, but it also, I literally noted this weekend to my mum, we went shopping, doing Christmas shopping, that I feel like we're now at the point, this year in particular, where it really feels like all of the all of the kind of measures that were put in place for COVID have finally disappeared. You know, the last Perspex plastic screens that were in front of tills are all gone. Town was actually busy for a change. Everyone was out. All those things that got put in place very quickly and then took a while to disappear, they seem to all kind of have vanished at this point. So I just highly doubt that everyone would be wearing masks now on set. Maybe the odd few, but everyone in this image is wearing a mask except for the 2 actors. Now let's take a look at Billie Piper's hands, especially her right hand. Doesn't look right. It does not look right. She actually looks like one of them not things, like my arms are too long. It's not quite right. Again, far away, zoomed out, you probably wouldn't notice. If you look at it closely, what's going on with her hands? I tell you what, they're not real. This doesn't look like what a leaked set photo looks like. No one's hiding behind anything. It doesn't look any blurred because someone's rushed to take it. The only blur we've got is where it's not accurate. This looks like more like an image you'd see on a magazine spread to promote the filming of the Christmas special. This isn't a leaked photo. It doesn't look like any other leaked photo I would have seen. Also, if it's on the TARDIS set, that's a closed set. It's not like they're out in the public. If they were filming out in public and a leaked photo had happened, that makes more sense. But if it's on the TARDIS set, it's very, very, very unlikely someone's managed to get in there and get a photo. Like, they're on this. They try their best to keep things as secretive as possible. This is too much of an obvious blunder for it to be real. It's not real, so just please be careful out there on the internet. Don't just believe everything you see, because it is a scary world out there that someone can create an image this realistic looking at face value, and people will believe it because, of course, look at it. Why would you not believe it if you weren't looking to debunk it? It is a scary world out there, and who knows what other images could be generated. You know, this is maybe harmless, it's just about a television program, but that's not always the case. Images can be created of all sorts of things, so stay safe out there on the internet, kids. You may have seen some other leaked images doing the rounds lately, such as this one from The Boys, and you've also got these ones from Avengers Doomsday doing the rounds as well. So the reason behind this actually is because Google recently launched its new Nano Banana Pro AI image generator. It's free for everyone to use, so of course everyone's gone, woohoo, let's go use that. And it allows you to create any and all images using text prompts. We are now at a point where you can pretty much mock up anything that you want to, and a leaked set image is an easy thing for this AI generator to create. And just in case you don't believe us, just to illustrate how easy and scary this actually is, here is an image right here of David Tennant and Peter Capaldi standing on the TARDIS set. This image was generated by Danny, our channel manager, in literally 1 minute flat by giving a prompt to this Google AI generator. Look how realistic these faces are. I'm sure if we zoomed in, we'd start to be able to pick out a few of those discrepancies like we did with the leaked set image, but at face value, you have no reason to doubt that this isn't real, right? So if we can create these images in just a minute or so, with a couple of prompts, maybe 3 at best, just think what someone could mock up with a little bit more patience, a little bit more time, and perhaps a bit of Photoshop on the side as well. Et voila, this is the result, a leaked set image. So I am sorry to those who did believe that it was real. I would love to believe that Paul McGann is coming back. It would be really, really fun. At this point in time, I don't think it's true, and I don't think you should rely on this image to confirm this theory. As I say, it's a scary world out there with the AI being what it is. In some regards, AI can be a really, really useful tool. It can also be very dangerous. As I say, this is just a television program. It's harmless in the grand scheme of things. But that's not to say that it couldn't have been more harmful depending on what the context was and the content was. So I'm not trying to scare you. Let's end on a positive note. The positive note is 12th of December, Series 10 soundtrack. Who else is excited? I am. I cannot wait. In the meantime, I've been Ellie for WhoCulture, and in the words of River Song herself, goodbye, sweeties.